Right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it is. This was not covered by my training manuals.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground.
Command. There's some kind of growth here that's definitely different.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble. trouble.
Huddle up!
Position.
What's up?
Negative contact. Take him out! I think we're good, Shepard.
I can't get along. Shot.
Huddle up!
Forward. All targets down.
Thing has to drop soon.
To me! I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
Are you all right? What just happened?
I saw... something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating. Its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There's no other way to explain it.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
I can't spend any more time here.
Then I wish good... I feel great shame for my part in their suffering.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogenes' threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right. Thank you.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
Finally, then. With the power cells you brought, I can get this place up.
It will take time for things to get back to normal around here. Thank you for freeing us.
Here it comes!
All targets down. He's tougher than it looks.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Are you okay, Commander? You look a little pale.
It's that damn cipher. That Asari messed you up good. And for what? We still don't know where to find the stupid conduit. What a waste.
She said it could take a while. I needed the cipher. It's going to lead us to the conduit. I'm just not sure how yet.
We still have another lead, Commander. That Asari scientist in the Artemis Tau cluster, the Matriarch's daughter. She's an expert on the Protheans. Maybe she knows something.
Don't worry. We'll deal with her soon enough. Crew dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Better off this way.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a balance isn't what you'd expect. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I like to know my crew.
You, top of my class in flight school, I earned that. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some
One
good.
second.
See what's out here. Sorry if I got too
Trying to set
involved.
the speaker.
Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Hello?
Love you too.
How are you?
Tell me about it.
Biotic
Is this
acclimation
supposed
and temperance didn't last past the
Sorry.
airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain
Sorry.
camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of
Here, check it
accidental
out.
exposure to element 0 in the womb.
The fluffy.
Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Oh,
Why are you wearing a hat?
to cover my head. That's what
Why?
hats are for. Oh, it's cold?
Oh, really?
A little bit. It's comfortable.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields.
Yes, I
It
do,
was a sterile
actually.
research platform when I was there.
Like, she kissed at me a minute ago, but the light was on.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the edge to prevent leaks.
It's trip
And
time.
you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. names.
Hey, kitty cat, I didn't mean to
There
scare
was this
you.
girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her
She
family
hasn't
was
had
very
water.
rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful.
I don't know if I
Stuck
should.
up about
Should I
it.
put her back?
Like
Ryan?
you, I guess.
Look at her.
No. If you've captured her, you need to find a way to get her to a shelter.
Oh, I need to go to Alpine then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby. Pet her. She's so pretty.
Oh well. They sent me much. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
You love on her. Feed her
I'm gonna
and
grab
love on
her
her.
by the neck. 'Cause that's where she goes limp.
To socialize her, you have to feed her and pet her like all day.
Yeah. She's been in a cage all day. Not all day.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
It's
No
okay.
one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen.
Yeah,
As big as the
okay.
exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything kinetics did was gold.
She
I'm not
cute.
saying they
How old are
intentionally
they?
detonated drives over our outposts,
Maybe like
but
4 weeks,
in
3
retrospect,
weeks.
they were damn quick on the scene.
Well, she knows I'm the one who gives her food. Look, this can was half full.
I think the trick though is to pet them. You have to associate. You have to teach them to associate your hand with good emotions.
Zero's a long way from home.
Yeah.
What was it like?
It's okay.
The
Baby.
grand gateway to humanity looks a
Looks
lot
sweet.
better in the vids.
Is she nice?
Anyway,
She's like all fucked up.
this was supposed to be a casual detail.
No, like she'll hiss at me when I put
stuff
my
that
hand in there,
happened years ago.
but she won't try to bite me. Hold on, my mom's calling.
Alright, I'll just put the phone away and I'll do it. What do you do? Huh. Then I do the door close.
I wanted to get to know you a little better. That's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to, but, yeah.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name. but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission
I was charging it a minute ago.
turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Right, kitty.
You can go back into your cage.
She runs straight to it.
She just walked. I let her go. She just walked.
She pet her.
No, she's gonna use him.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Her baby.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll let her just sleep. I'm tired. Tomorrow morning, you're gonna get all the snuggles. But here's a little towel for you to cuddle. It's okay, kitty.
Are you people really dying?
There she is.
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
There's your food. I'm gonna give you water, because I don't know if we're gonna pee in here. I should give you water.
Yeah, you should.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize these worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors.
There's wires
We
keeping
want
it
to fight.
because we lost the
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us have to go back.
I'm sorry, kitty cat. It's just this thing is broken, buddy.
Every Krogan is infected. Everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Yeah, why didn't you call me? I expect you to call me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you expected me to call you.
Well, I mean, like, I call you all the time, so.
Yeah.
Scientist.
Well, exactly, like,
Ask a
I don't know.
Krogan.
Shouldn't have to
Would
call
you
you all
rather
the
find
time.
a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? They'll choose fight.
Felt like we were in a routine, honestly.
It's just who we are, Shepard.
Yeah, but
I can't change that.
Okay.
Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge. Sure, I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I'd keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, let me know.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
So should I catch the other cats or just take that
Should they
one?
have full access to the ship?
How many more are there?
4.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies.
I mean-
At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship
It
in the
depends
Alliance
on
Navy.
kind of what you feel, you know?
I don't think we should give them free
I
rein to
wouldn't.
poke around the vital
If it was
systems.
me, I wouldn't catch
Engines,
them. Like,
sensors, weapons.
it's hard to take animals to a shelter, especially in Van Horn.
What do you mean?
It's hard to get to a shelter, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes it really hard to...
Yeah, I'll just take
You don't
back
trust the
this
Alliance's
little
allies?
I'm not
The
sure I call the
others,
council
like,
races
if there's an
allies.
obvious opportunity to catch them, you might as well.
We, humanity,
Especially if we could dump them all in,
have to learn
all
to
5
rely
of them
on
in a
ourselves.
cage.
Standing up for ourselves
And
doesn't
taking
mean
the
we're
Alpine.
alone.
I don't think we should turn down
Mommy Cat doesn't
allies.
really
I
know.
just think we
They're
shouldn't
not,
bet
it's not
everything
a
on them staying
human
allies.
mommy. It's different.
As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon
Even
us.
if it was a human mommy, you could debate whether or not it was better for the babies, you know? If you can prove that you'll give them a better life, is it worth any
Yeah,
paying
pessimistic
mommy
view
cat?
of the universe,
Yeah.
Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more
it's still a
important to
gamble.
them than humans are.
But I mean,
You
if
seem like
you
deeply
are
held
reasonably
beliefs,
confident you
Williams.
can
What
give
made you
them a
think
better
this way?
life,
My
you might as
family's
well.
defended the Alliance
It was
since
kind
it
of
was
like
founded.
with the
My
kitten you
father,
caught last
grandfather,
month.
great-grandmother, they all
Like,
picked
it
up a
sucked to have
rifle
to deal
and
with
swore
it,
the oath of
but
service.
it's worth it.
I guess we just
to
tend to
the
think
cat
of
got a better
Earth's
life,
interests as our own.
even if it's just a cat, might as well.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
But it's easier in Alpine than it is in
Mainly
than
at
it is in
ground
Van
side,
Horn.
part of the surface garrison forces.
Yeah, like in Alpine,
I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
How does Van Horn not have like a city
Spotless
animal
and your
control?
technical scores are exemplary.
We do, but
You
they
should be
just
serving
kill
with
them.
the
Oh,
fleet.
okay.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served
They
with
take
many
them
aliens,
to like
Commander.
this. It's just a.
You're lucky.
Like,
I lost
like
my
a
family on
junkyard
Mindoir.
kind of thing.
Are
They
you
just have a
related
bunch
to
of
anyone
cages
I've
there,
heard of?
and if you don't
Couldn't
pick it
say,
up
Commander.
in like
I read about Mindoir.
4
The Alliance
days
screwed the pooch on that
or a
one.
week, they
Should have
just
had a
kill
bigger
'em.
garrison.
It's dark.
Is that why you're out here? To take
Yeah.
the fight to the pirates?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Like when we lost our dog.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass.
How was
I went
Pops
face
today?
first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
It's for the bath or what?
No, I think it's because I didn't get him like.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapod boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits
So
down
instead of
there.
counting
Kicking ass and
Fluffy's
using
kibbles
words
today,
like
I used my
inveigle and
little scoop.
pusillanimous.
Yeah, I was gonna say just stupid.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams.
So
But this is a
yeah.
multilateral
Well, I give him
mission.
3
You're gonna have to work with aliens,
of the
like it or
scoops,
not.
and then I was looking at the bag,
It won't be a
and I was
problem.
reading like desired
You say
weight
jump,
for
I
weight
say
loss
how
for a
high.
cat.
You tell me
How
to
much
kiss a
to give
Turian,
them?
I'll ask
But it
which
was in
chief.
cups. I had that little plastic measuring cup Brock got me, so I scooped 3 of my scoops and dumped them into that measuring cup. And for like a 14-pound cat, they say 3/4 of a cup, and it came out to like a little more than 3/4. I was like, fuck it, 3 scoops today, get Fluffy to like 15 pounds, and go from there. I think that's the plan, right, Fluffy?
What did he say?
He's not in the room. He's probably chilling upstairs. He'll come find me in a minute, though.
Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Little asshole.
I hit my Achilles like right.
Dismissed,
with the,
Chief.
Ma'am.
The metal wire thing. That hurt. I feel like I'm a kid again. I always used to like scrape myself with metal.
With metal?
Yeah.
What?
Or like glass or something. Because we'd have like glass bottles or like. I don't know. Things would happen back there, man. With metal? Yes, metal. Because like the little wires that you see on that thing that's like held our playground together.
Okay. wild.
I think so.
Somewhat.
Only when it started breaking down. Like, I would cut myself with, like, you know, rusty metal. It was just great, you know, like, oh, anyways.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question.
We'll never know, will we?
There were several reasons, I guess.
No.
Like
so
what?
I was in like the 7th grade.
Probably the same as most officers.
The first time I had somebody be like, "What the fuck, man? You'll give me tetanus." And I was like, "What the fuck is tetanus?"
I guess my father.
This kid was all fucking knowledgeable about his tetanus shots.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
You just kind of scratch it and you're like, ah. Anyways, most they got contract closed. But it wasn't like, it wouldn't happen
It's tough.
often, but it happened.
But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone.
I feel
do
that.
things right or don't do them at all, he says.
Did you ever climb through any barbed wire fences?
Too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren.
Yeah. Those are kind of spooky.
Younger for the same reasons.
You were
not because of the tetanus, but just because like barbed wire is kind of mean.
Possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
It's possible.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
No.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you
He's
can't
back.
break the rules doesn't mean you
Mr.
should.
Fluffy.
I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks.
Bro, honestly.
I guess that's where my mom was like, I'll just take this one to outline. I'll go tomorrow.
He wants me to feed him more. That's the problem, though. He's already fat.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
I love you too. Yeah. So what did you do today?
Well, I woke up early, and then I asked my mom, are we going all past, and she said no. She was hurting, and I was like, okay. And then, so I came back and I went to bed. And I just did some other stuff. And then, like, we cleaned the whole house. And then while we were cleaning, I told my mom I'm gonna catch the cat in the box.
Hello, Shepard.
She said, that's not gonna work. She said, watch me. And so I caught the cat.
Are you okay?
That's cool.
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
Silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down.
I
guess you
was
don't
telling
have to
people
worry about that
all
here.
day about it, and I was
Let's
like,
old
dude,
habits
Vivi's got
die
this
hard.
fucking setup
But
going.
it's
It's
more
like
than just
a
a
Wile E.
silence.
Coyote setup.
This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds.
Yeah.
Now that I'm out here,
I can't.
I kind of miss
They
them.
don't sell traps here. And the city doesn't let you borrow them, apparently. If you borrow
Sometimes we
them,
don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder
Yeah.
if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them.
Well, you know where to find
But
me.
maybe they just wanted a different life.
For like a minute.
Chill and hang out and watch me fucking make pizzas for 5 hours.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard.
Well,
I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back
I don't think it's here.
No, but I think it's at Diamonds. It's the last place I
Tell me
had
about
it.
your people.
Our lives aren't easy.
That might work
Resources
then.
are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. Of course, we are in extreme cases of population decline. In some,
Talk about
like what?
I should go.
What?
See you later.
Like the Playboy bunny? Remember when that was like the trendy thing to have on?
No. When was this?
Like 2005-ish?
No, I'd have been too young to really understand.
I just remember my aunt had a lot of it, and then I would see it a lot of places. And I think in 2010 or something like that, they put it in Marfa, but then copyright, they had to take it down.
That makes sense. If I owned the fucking copyright to Playboy, I probably would do the same. I saw a meme the other day. It was like millennials be complaining about how kids dress these days. Millennials in 2005, and it was like the most absurdly seen girl of all time. And I was like, oof, that hurts. And I kind of looked at it for a second, and I was like, holy shit, dude, that girl looks like 13. I'd have been like 13 in 2005. And I was like,
Yes,
oh
Commander?
my god. I had a little bit of a moment.
Speak freely, President.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems.
Some people
I
think
guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But
Carry
don't
on,
worry.
Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I remember quite clearly when Avril Lavigne's girlfriend was like the big hit single.
Commander, something you need?
I don't remember that one so well, but I do remember.
I have to go.
Girlfriend.
Glad to see you.
That song, man, is huge. Fucking Zan. Zan had a radio, and she would play that fucking song all the time. Like she had an FM radio, so it would play the song all the time for her. But I just remember hearing it all of the goddamn time. She also listened to a local country radio station, and around that same time there was a song called Airplanes. And it was like, I'm just sitting out here watching airplanes take out and fly. A bunch of bullshit like that. I was like, oh my god. So, fucking like, that was like the same summer I got into Guitar Hero. It's not, that kind of traumatized me, as you know, it will. That was something, man. There was also Amarillo Sky came out around that same time.
I don't know that song.
It sucks.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta cluster.
That country was pretty bad, but I was like 12, 13, 14.
Was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region and was spotted, then shot down. You need to go ground side and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Do you love Commander Shepard? I did just a few minutes ago. I had to like exit and go like look at comments. You didn't sound mean.
It feels like one-sided every time I call you. I never calls me. Hopefully he calls me. He never called. That's fine.
Sorry? I mean, I don't know what to say. Playing my video game. Trying to climb a mountain. It's not working. Oh well. I worked. Made a lot of pizzas, made a few pastas, made a few soups. Yes and no. We had a moment in the evening where it was pretty busy. That was it. What?
Did you ask about the day off?
No, I did not.
Why?
Because it was never appropriate to come up. I don't know. I couldn't afford it right now. It would cost me at least $500 to get the cat moved in. What?
I was just kidding, but I said they don't have to know. It can be a stuffed animal.
You are in trouble.
Teach them how to sit really, really still.
Goober. It was mitosis, and you split off of him. It was crazy. Fluffy is chilling here with me right now.
Mr. Fluffy, how are you, bud? He's so fat. That's all he wants in life.
It really is. unfortunate. Yeah, Oreo is pretty ridden. Ruby.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Yeah, 'cause I checked her ears. I checked her little eyeballs like Oreo had. I saw like a little thing, but yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, that's not something Oreo. I was like, what's that?
Yeah, Oreo had it pretty bad. Oreo was freaking the fuck out when we caught her. Screaming, man. It's good.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module? Guess we're doing this the hard way. No sense standing around.
I love you.
Do you? No, okay.
Nice shot.
That was a little extreme, wasn't it?
152. What was that?
I dropped some hangers.
Oh. Okay. I don't know, probably here about 1, which is right now. Not too much later than this. Great fun. Too. Oh my god, I love that. Sitting here chilling with me. She's asleep. Yes, yes. Good boy. What? Fuck yeah.
Let's be honest, he owns you, doesn't he?
I think so. I think that much is obvious. Right, Fluffy.
What did he say?
Nothing, he just kind of moved while he was asleep. Fluffy's my boy. Yes, you are, Fluffy. Yeah. He's my mofo.
He dropped the data module.
It's a miracle the data module is still intact. Joker should be able to transmit this info to Alliance Command.
Pops.
Now I'm ready.
Are you worth the whole princess? Fluffy. Are you worth the whole princess? Fluffy's too busy being asleep to answer.
Is he worth the whole princess? Mr. Fluffy. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. Fluffy, come on. Come on. Come on. John. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Fluffy, say hello. He says hello.
Puppy. Hello, Mr.
Why my leg? What's that, man?
Like, I'm breaking out into a rash. Next.
Don't you have Benadryl for that?
Oh, you're right. I should take a Benadryl. This is why you're the not so smart one. Dang it, I don't have water, Ryan.
Why?
I'm sorry, I didn't know we can't do it. Do you have a sneezy, itchy, or watery eye?
What? No way. No, not at all. Full surprise.
Last summer, when would I go see you? You had the days off?
Excuse me?
Last summer, I would visit you when you had days off, right?
I was unemployed last summer, Vivi.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Forgot.
I know. It's okay.
It seems like so long ago.
Kinda.
No wonder you had days off.
Yeah. Yeah, I was unemployed. Okay. I know. Oh, pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
That cat is impressive.
Yeah, Yeah, that bug could do that.
Fluffy.
Hi, buddy.
Hello there.